there. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Stephanie, and I will be your yoga teacher for today. So, for this series, it's all about the Serenity Prayer. So, when I was 16, my life was a little wild, and I got into a bunch of things that I probably shouldn't have gotten into. In that process, I was introduced to NA. NA taught me the Serenity Prayer. And we can all say it together. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Another thing it taught me from this serenity prayer was that we really only have control over two things: our thoughts and our reactions. We control nothing else on this planet. We can't control the weather, we can't control the events that happen around us, and we certainly can't control other people. But we can 100% control ourselves. And that's why yoga is so important to me. And that's exactly why I've chose to do this little mini series based off of the Serenity Prayer. Today's flow, of course, is the acceptance portion. Serenity means to be calm and peaceful. So I think a good intention for this whole series is God grant me serenity. I think that is such a beautiful intention to show up on the mat for these three flows. This will be a grounding, kind of our root chakra flow, all about acceptance. Acceptance is the person's assent to the reality of whatever the situation is, allowing it and not wanting to change it. This can be difficult if you're a control freak like myself. I want things a certain way, and to flow with life, to accept life, I have to accept things that sometimes I may not want to. And this is just all a part of life. So, go ahead and meet me on your mat today. That's enough rambling. We're going to start in an easy position. And we're actually going to start with 4-part breath. This is a breath practice, a pranayama practice that I really like to utilize when I cannot calm down my mind. So the way that it works is you breathe in for 4 seconds, you hold it for 4 seconds, you exhale for 4 seconds, and then you hold that exhale for 4 seconds. We're just going to do this twice, just to kind of warm us up, get you used to it. You can close your eyes if that feels good. Grow nice and tall, reaching that crown of the head towards the ceiling. Hands can be on the knees if it feels good for you. Go ahead and inhale for 3, 2, 1, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Go ahead and open those eyes back up. Very, very simple way to connect to your breath and your body there. Get into a position where you can't accept something. Always dive inside. Always dive inside and do the work. So let's go and take cat-cow here in our seated position. Hands on the knees are going to be helpful. And for our cow position, we'll lift the chest. Gaze goes up for our inhale. And then for the cat, we round through the spine and we exhale. Just do this a few times on your own breath, feeling into the spine, getting it all nice and warmed up here. Accepting where you are today. Accepting the thoughts that will come up at some point. And watching those thoughts and letting them go. We have the power to control our thoughts. And we should all utilize this power way more often. Go ahead and do one more here. And we'll meet back in our nice, beautiful seated position. So we're going to do cow legs. So we're in this seated position. Let's just take our right leg over the left. So if we can get the knees stacked, that's where we want them. This is going to pull a lot through the hips. This may require a little bit of that acceptance to be in this very uncomfortable position. Just sit up nice and tall. Maybe close down the eyes here if that feels good. Going inside. Sending that breath to those tight hips. Those areas that are screaming out to you. Grin on that face, knowing you are doing good things for yourself. Accepting that this is part of the process. And go and open those eyes. We're going to do the twisty twizzle to get to our other side. So go ahead and put the hands on the mat and lift yourself up. And then twist around the back. Allow the feet to twist with you. And we should land with the left leg on top, right leg on bottom. So go ahead and get yourself adjusted here. And then start to sit up nice and tall, maybe closing those eyes down here. Focusing on sending that breath to the tight spots. We're not focused on the pain. We're not focused on the discomfort. We are accepting that part. We are focused on the benefits. We are focused on the positive. We are happy, healthy yogis. Maybe giving your feet a little massage here if it feels good and it's a good distraction for you. Very nice. Go and open those eyes. And just take that left foot and send it back. You're going to meet in all fours here. So making sure our hips are over our knees. Knees are hip width apart. Shoulders over our wrists, and our wrists are about shoulder width apart. Gaze is in the middle of the hands. We're going to do gate pose. So let's go ahead and pivot that right leg behind us. And let's go and step the left foot parallel to that right knee. And we're coming into our gate here. So this left hand can go up in the sky or make this long line from the toes all the way through the fingertips. Smiling, expanding that body, lengthening. Big smiles here. Beautiful, happy yogis in gate pose. Very nice. Go ahead and come back through all fours. We're going to go to the other side. So pivot that left leg behind you. Step that right foot parallel to the left. And now our right hand is either up in the sky or out in front of us, making that long line. And of course, same as the other side, we are smiling, we are breathing, we are accepting the calm and the peace in ourselves. Very nice. Let's go ahead and everybody meets back in all fours. And we'll go ahead and send the hips back towards the feet and come on into a child's pose here. Feeling this calm, allowing the peace to enter the body here. Nice big inhales and exhales. Allow your next inhale to bring you back up into our all fours position, and go ahead and come forward and lower down. Go ahead and take your hands to the outside edges of the mat. You can be up on your fingertips or hands flat, whichever you prefer. And inhale up into our cobra. And exhale, fold. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. And one more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Very nice. We're going to come into puppy, so push back onto into the knees. Walk the hands forward and slowly begin to bring the chest towards the ground. The forehead may touch. You can allow that to happen, and if not, that's okay too. Just breathing here. Directing that breath to them tight areas. And allow your next inhale to rise you up. Come back into your all fours position here. And let's sweep that right hand up towards the sky. Gaze follows it. And let's thread the needle through the left. Laying down on that right shoulder. Left hand goes up towards the sky or out in front of you. Or you can take that bind around that left thigh. Whichever feels better for you here. Slowly release that bind and plant that hand. Sweep that right arm back up towards the ceiling. Plant it back down, finding that all fours position again, and sweeping that left hand up towards the sky and threading it through the right. Coming down onto that left shoulder. Right hand can be up in the sky, out in front of us, or we can wrap it around that left thigh. Just find what feels nice to you here, and then breathe. And slowly release that Bind and plant that hand down and sweep that left hand back up towards the sky. And everybody meets back in our all fours. Go ahead and lower down to the belly and then kick over and come onto your backs. Very nice. Go ahead and send those legs up towards the sky or the ceiling. And go ahead and drop the left leg down. You can interlace your hands behind your thigh and just give that right leg a nice little stretch here. Stretching all down through our hamstrings, calf muscles. This is actually really, really beneficial for our backs too. Just find that freedom in this movement here. Accepting where you are with this leg. Allowing it to bend is going to be very nice. Not locking that leg. And let's go ahead and take it over towards the right. Left hand goes on that left thigh. Let's make sure it stays down. And we are breathing. And go ahead and bring that right leg back up. And switch. So now go ahead and interlace your hands behind that left thigh, calf or ankle, wherever you want to pull from. And give some gentle pulls here on this leg. Accepting the difference, right? Because our left and our right sides are going to be different. They're going to feel different. They're going to stretch different. I would say there's not much we could do about that, but I guess we could work one side harder to make up for us working the other side so much harder. My right side's always easier. It's my dominant side. All right, let's go and take that left leg out towards the left, and the right hand can come on that right thigh to make sure that it stays down there. Just sending that breath to them tight areas. Very, very nice. Go ahead and hug both those knees in. We're just going to take some bicycles for core here. So you can bring those knees and shins parallel to the ceiling and interlace your hands behind your head. And let's just do right elbow, left knee. It's just a gesture. It's not actually going to come up there. It's just kind of the direction they're headed, okay? And let's do 20. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Beautiful. Hug those knees. Give yourself the biggest hug you've given yourself all day long. And slowly we are going to find Savasana. So sending those legs out long. Tucking that pelvis, tucking them shoulders, palms of the hands face up. And let's go ahead and let it all go with a big old sigh. So go ahead and inhale. And let it go. Very nice. Settle in here. Accept this corpse pose. Focus on that breath. Maybe practice the 4-part breath here, especially if your mind or body feels racy. Just accept wherever you are here. Calm and peace are welcome here. Slowly begin to roll over onto your right side. And then begin to push yourself up into our seated position. Go ahead and bring your right hand on your heart, left hand on your right. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you back on the mat tomorrow. All about courage. Namaste.